What's going on, everyone? I'm Nick Cato.
And I'm Spencer Breland.
This is our review discussion of Cuphead.
Woo!
A very good game that just came out.
Very good game.
About
Very
a week
good
ago?
hard game.
Yes.
A week and a few days ago.
Yes.
It was not this past Friday, but the one before it.
Yeah. So, what the review discussions are, again, for everyone who didn't watch our SteamWorld Dig 2 review
Go watch it.
We are not giving scores. We are giving highly recommend, do not recommend to the game. Me and Spencer can both have an opinion that differ.
Hey.
Because that's how reviews go.
And that's how opinions work.
Yes, we springboard ideas off each other.
It's all
Dislikes, likes, gripes.
Yeah. I have a bunch of angry likes with this one.
Don't have to focus on super negative things.
Nope.
Because we don't have to do that. Too much negativity anyway.
Yeah.
So
we'll call it out if it's bad, but I mean,
yes,
we don't
absolutely.
really want to focus
Don't
on
worry.
something small that's bad.
Don't worry, I will.
Yeah.
But starting off, Spencer, what were your initial thoughts of Cuphead? Did it live up to what you expected?
Yes. This is probably the most visually, aesthetically pleasing game I've played. I know I said that about Horizon Zero Dawn this podcast recorded just before, but as far because there's nothing else like it. There's not a game that compares to the art style of this game. And to me, that's one of the main selling points on this game to me. Like so much that I bought Funko Pops of the Cuphead and Mugman, I think is the other one's name.
Yep, Mugman.
So there's that going for it that I absolutely love.
I agree that's just like kind of with pixel art games.
Yeah, it's the first thing
They'll
that
always
grabs
look
me.
beautiful.
Yeah, always. I mean, nothing will change, no matter what resolution you're in.
Yeah, I can't imagine what world future we'd have, but there could be a time where Horizon doesn't look good.
Give it about
imagine
5
that
years, and we'll be like, oh my god.
But Cuphead will always look great.
Yeah, always. No matter what system you play on, nothing. Then, as far as that's the first thing that grabbed me, but then the combat is what just really told me, why am I playing this game?
Oh boy.
You know, I don't play platformer games, so I sucked a lot. Like, if you're watching the video that's on our review discussion right now, this is me on the first run and gun level. I'm doing horrible. See, it just said you died. It's awful. No, but I mean, once you get the hang of it, because like most of the time it is my fault, even though I think some of the areas or situations I get put in is just a little
ridiculous.
Yeah, too much to try to focus on at one time. But you played other 2D platformer games, so
I have.
I'm assuming you're used to this type of combat, so that's where it totally threw me off. Yeah,
I am. I guess for us, like Mr. Mega Man and old school like shooters and stuff. I wouldn't really. I'd still categorize this more as a boss rush.
Yeah, it's more than what it focuses on. Yeah.
Yes. I guess for my little initial impression before we start getting into our bulletin points.
Yeah.
Of our likes and dislikes. This game lived up to more than what I expected because this was one of the games that I was extremely nervous about.
And guess
what?
With
the delays and the adding the platforming running gun game stages and people initially not liking them.
This game actually got Nick to hook his Xbox One back up.
I did, yes. I hooked my Xbox One back up in the living room. And
Congratulations, Studio MDHR.
Marvel vs. Capcom sucks. I mean, it doesn't suck, but I mean, it's the Cuphead box right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, to those of you who are worried about the challenge,
it's there
of the game. I don't know what the baby gamers have come into now, but this is a fun and rewarding challenge.
It is very rewarding when
you will get annoyed. But again, what's fun without? What's a game without a little challenge? I mean,
it's
not too much.
Dark Souls 3. It's fun, but it's very challenging and rewarding.
Yes. I'm not going to put it in that category.
I put it.
Like,
I'm
not going to.
When it
it's
takes
not
me
that hard.
When it takes me 30 minutes to an hour just to beat one level.
Yeah, I beat the run and gun stages were not very hard.
No,
when I did them by myself.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine doing it with two people.
Which will be one of my bulletin points, and not a good thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
different.
It's a good game. I love it. I mean, so we can start jumping into the bulletin points now of the game. My first point is the graphics are amazing.
Yeah,
the visuals are stunning as hell, straight out of the 1930s.
To me, if you're not a gamer, I would still recommend you play this game just for like if you're like any kind of like animation like fanatic, play this game just because of the looks. It is gorgeous, down to the little clouds that come off his feet as he's dashing throughout, or when he dies and he goes up in a big old puff of smoke. Or it's insane. It's awesome. Also, with the visuals, I'm going to just wrap in all of it. The presentation of the game is amazing, down to the original soundtrack. The music's good. Of
the game as well. Right from the start, when you start the game, it's got the little grainy 30s TV.
Yep.
Kicks in with the theme songs like Cuphead and Mugman, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's like you're in the 1930s.
Yeah. It stays amazing. True to what it tries to do. And that's...
Yes.
It's great.
So presentation level, I don't know if I've played a game quite as charming in a long time. So I'm very happy about that.
Oh, I agree.
Cuphead and Mugman are undeniably cool to look at, for sure. As you just stated, you already bought a Funko Pop.
Yeah, I already. And of the devil. Mugman and the devil.
Oh my god. Did you get all three? Wow.
All three. I got all three just because... I'm telling you, if I drunk coffee, I would have ordered the mugs of Cuphead and Mugman.
They have mugs?
Yeah, I'll send you a link.
Where I drink out of them?
Yeah, that we drink out of them.
Dude, you got it, dude. Yeah, send that to me, please. How much is it?
I don't remember.
Don't tell me. I don't want to know. I don't want to get too down right now. But what's another bulletin point you have? Or you want me to keep going?
I mean, we already talked about the combat somewhat.
So I'll just brush over this bulletin point thing. We talked about this. The boss rush and the run and gun stages are challenging but fair.
Yes.
If you die, you're not going to die from, cheap this, cheap that, blah, blah, blah. It's either, one, you're not
it's your fault.
skilled enough and you screwed up, or maybe you don't have your right upgrades purchased.
Well, see, like, oftentimes, or I would just put myself in a corner that I should not have put myself in. Yep. And there's no way for me to escape, but it's only my fault that I got in that corner, or I jumped on that platform that's going to fall. It's not the game's fault; it's my fault, and I got really irritated at it. But I will say it was my fault.
Yeah.
So.
And with that, you also every time you die, there's a checkpoint system that sort of shows you how close you were to beating the game. Yeah. And usually, what I've noticed with it, maybe I'm wrong, or maybe I'm just seeing things. The big lines in the checkpoints, like the bosses change.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was figuring. So as you progress through, you can be like, man, I was like 3/4 the way there.
And
I'm almost there. Or you could be like, man, I'm in the very beginning and I really suck.
And what's
I need to get better.
Really neat about those checkpoints and the bosses is your boss, like the transformations, it may not be in the same order. Sometimes I didn't see the same things. So keep that in mind. They put
the carnival one.
Yeah.
It's like a bouncing goo, and then it's like a flower thing. I don't know. And they're all random.
Yeah. So like the Candyland one, it's just like different. Like,
yeah,
they have different people. If you play it enough, you'll see all of it. Like I have. But I mean, sometimes if you passed it in the first time, you wouldn't even see half the different phases that you'd normally see.
Even me, is coming from like a sort of 2D, like old school route. There was only one boss that I almost beat the first try.
Really?
It was the second world, the roller coaster.
Yeah.
I got like within like a couple like centimeters the first try, but other than that, every boss took me like more than once.
Yeah, no, they pretty much all took me more than once.
Yeah. So again, you build on your losses, and every time you lose, you learn from your mistakes, and you learn the different patterns of the bosses and the stages of them, and what you should and shouldn't do. And even if you learn, maybe specifically there's a boss where you got to like dash around a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe you learn that it's in your best interest to change the fire button to the right trigger just for that boss.
And I have
just
changed,
so you can.
Yeah, the controls a lot. So
yeah,
keep that in mind. It's easy to do. So, and I just sent you a picture, Nick, of those mugs. So for those watching the video, I had my camera like awkwardly.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
$50.
They're $50 for 2 mugs, but they look pretty awesome.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
That is pretty sweet. So I might get those.
Yeah, I'm tempted,
but
I don't drink coffee.
I can't live without it. But one of my favorite things about it also is and if you just were playing the game, you wouldn't notice, but the level of customization of this game with isn't it Pork Chop?
What?
The vendor?
Yeah. I think it's
something. Pork something.
Yeah.
The pig that you buy your upgrades from. There's like a little tree, like where it's like you can have 2 kinds of shots, special move.
Oh no, and that's
like that.
I wish I could combine some of them abilities, but that's the extra added difficulty of only having like one in each slot.
I never found myself getting rid of my first shooting mechanic.
Which one? Which one you
buy? The first shooter you get.
First one. I
love that.
That one that like automatically like followed the enemies.
Locks on the green one.
Yeah.
So let's say you're fighting an enemy who moves around a lot.
Yeah.
Like a boss. It might be in your best interest to equip the homing strikes.
Yeah.
Or if you're shooting a guy that's like up close and personal, get the shotgun blast one that shoots very short range, spread burst.
Yeah.
You can different things like your dash. One of the things you can get is where it's like a smoke dash where you don't get hit when you're dashing.
That's probably one of the most effective things of the entire game.
Yes, I had that equipped a lot. There's another one where you can take an extra hit.
Yeah, but then it lowers your damage of your guns. Every advantage, there's a trade-off, but definitely pick up the ghost one or the dashing.
Yes.
That will save your life many times.
And then the thing I liked is that no one person, well, maybe you do, but most of the time, maybe a weapon that I really love, you might not be comfortable with.
Yeah, I might not even use.
And vice versa. So it really changes the whole aspect of the game. And like I was saying, the customization of the game was surprising to me.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it.
And which is
to be as game-changing as it was.
Like, some people, I want to say, is it the running gun level? It has to be the running gun levels, where they won't like fire a shot at all. And it like unlocks like a special black and white mode.
Yes, you talk to a little like puddle thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, maybe you should try not killing everything."
Yeah.
And you can unlock black and white stuff.
So it's really neat that they added that like extra little detail that you could do. And then there's another one like a fork or something that does like a different color too. So
all the characters are kind of funny.
Yeah.
The overworld theme of that, so good.
Yeah. Go back.
Just walk around the map.
God. Go back and watch some old 1920s, 1930s like Mickey Mouse cartoons. Some of those are pretty.
Steamboat Willie.
Yeah, pretty bad. So this game definitely lives up to those as far as the bosses and characters you encounter.
So for me personally, my last good point for Cuphead.
Oh, I think I lost Nick. What is it, Nick? Oh, if I can only make it like 2 more minutes. Sorry, guys.
We're back.
Yeah.
Okay, so as I was saying, the difficulty's hard. And with you said you were playing a boss for like a half hour or an hour?
Yeah, like I want to say, just think one off the top of my head that I made a video of that y'all can go watch. I want to say like the little moon one took me a good like
Yes,
40
the
minutes
plane,
an hour.
yes.
Yeah.
How good did that feel when you beat it? You wanted to just spike your controller on the ground like
Yeah.
wrong, be like, "Fuck yeah, bitch!" Start dancing.
I did that,
Start
and then
flexing.
I walked off, and it's like, I need a break.
Yes, but I mean, would it be fun if you just like walked over him like he was nothing? No, you'd be like, "Oh, that was all right, I guess."
But I mean, if it would only taken me 30 minutes instead of an hour, that would have been awesome.
Get good.
Because I mean, what, like on average, like whenever you do beat the bosses, it's like a 2 to 3 minute thing. So, yeah, I played it a lot.
But difficulty is fun, and it makes the payoff so much better.
Oh yeah.
So I'm glad Cuphead's bringing that back to 2D games as well.
Yeah, and
As they say, the Cup Souls, as you might say.
And you can't progress until you beat like certain bosses to get to like other parts of the.
I love it.
When you're
all right.
Camera around.
So, I did say difficulty's fun, right?
Yeah. Just
and
like
this podcast is the Cuphead of, or not podcast. This review is the Cuphead Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Of reviews. So, not all games are without flaws, though. And I don't know if Spencer personally had this flaw.
What flaw?
While the visuals are amazing, too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. And the visuals are way too busy for multiplayer.
I've yet to play multiplayer.
Man, like, it was really fun playing with my roommate.
Yeah.
Really fun. But the run and gun levels, holy crap. Like,
it's too much on the screen.
You're both shooting, especially if you have like that shotgun blast.
Yeah.
Holy crap. There's just so much going on. You just like lose track of your dude, and it's just not the optimal way to play.
It's all good.
So definitely wanted to throw that out there. If you're buying this game as a co-op game, enter at your own risk. Maybe it won't be too bad for you.
So if
you have like hyper eyes or something. To me and my roommate, it was a little too much. Because one level was easy by myself, one of the running gun levels.
Yeah.
With two people, I was like dying all the time.
Yeah, I can imagine. Especially when you're jumping from moving platform. It's...
Yes.
Yeah.
And my other gripe, maybe it's my Xbox that I'm on. I have the original Xbox One. Maybe yours different. While not egregious or anything, the load times were a little...
Yeah, some of them were long. Yeah, well, I'm like on an Xbox One S and it was long, but I noticed the PC version, I think, had quicker load times.
Yeah, because, man, I know the graphics they're all great and everything, but
yeah,
a couple of them I was sitting there for a long time, like, damn. Whenever you start noticing it, it's like,
yeah, that's...
I don't know.
I know some games that have worse load times.
Now, they're not, well, I say this, they are not OG. Right, all right.
Okay.
So, as I was saying, the load times aren't quite OG Bloodborne bad.
Yeah, no, it's not
but
outrageous.
A little pause. A little cause for pause.
It's enough to take you out of the game a little bit.
Yeah. So, since Spencer's having extreme difficulties, technical difficulties, we did get most of our points across. So, to end the video, I give this a low-end highly recommend.
I would agree.
I almost want to say recommend, but I highly recommend it because just the visual standpoint, and I mean, it is a very fun game. So
yeah,
even if you're not usually into 2D side-scroller boss rush games, the buy-in point's not insanely high at $20. So jump in, play it, have some fun.
And I'm sure it will be on sale very soon, probably for Black Friday or something. But I'm on the same like scale. Highly recommend, but it's just barely there. Difficulty is just a little too much for me. Just a little. Like, just give me an easy mode where I can still finish the game.
Isn't there an easy mode?
There's a simple mode, but you can't unlock the final boss by beating all the bosses on simple. And even then, it's not that simple. I will say it.
I've yet to try it, so I don't know.
I've did it for practice, and it's still just as hard. Basically, it just takes out an extra like step in between. But some of those steps are easy to get through. So even the step it's killing you still off. But visuals are awesome. I had fun playing it. I didn't get to try the co-op, so I really can't comment on that. Got $20 to spend, and it's burning a hole in your wallet, and you want something to play on the Xbox that's only exclusive to that and PC right now, check out Cuphead.
Yes, highly recommend. Low end, highly recommend.
Yes.
So that's it.
That's
Thank
it.
you for listening to this video review discussion. Until next time, guys.
We didn't crash.
Keep gaming.
Keep gaming. See y'all
We
later.
didn't. See ya.
And...